You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings, the show where me and a guest talk about something they're very passionate about and see how it connects to their feelings. And also, we have a little sip of a drink that they really enjoy. Isn't that fun? This week, my guest is the rather wonderful John Luke Roberts.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having been here already for a little bit.
I'm no bother. That's official. I'm no
You're
bother.
really not very stress-free.
Yeah.
Loose.
Loose?
Aloof.
Not aloof.
Aloof.
Loosh.
Loosh.
I don't think I'm aloof. Am I aloof?
Aloof.
Aloof? What, you keep saying it?
Aloof.
Aloof.
Not like aloof. I'm not calling you...
You're calling me... What's one loof, though?
What's a singular loof?
What is aloof?
Well, no, because if you had...
John Loof Roberts.
You can't have multiple... Louvres? Yeah, it would be VES, wouldn't it? Because it ends in F, so it's got to be Louvres.
Yeah.
You're one loof.
And one loof.
One loof short of a barrel of Louvres, if you know what I mean.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm well.
Good.
I'm well.
Of mind, body and spirit?
Yeah, I'm okay, actually.
Yeah.
I've been on stage a lot this week, and I think over the last few years I've worked out that is the main thing I need to be well-regulated and mentally well.
To be on stage a lot.
Yeah, to be in front of audiences a lot. Whether or not it goes well, that's the other thing. Like, there's just something about...
Are you at a stage where it's like, it's inconsequential whether the audience is with you or not? You're just like, I just need to be on the stage.
No, for my personal well-being, yes. For my career, no. But I play to... I think about a stage in my career when I'm often playing to people who've come to see me, which is a very different thing and means that genuinely will go well.
Yeah.
And then when I play to audience members who don't know who I am, it's a different game. I'm still working out.
Okay.
Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes it's like, I should have done this.
But see, having the people who know you is nice. But then I always think it's lovely to be able to go into a room where they don't know you and you can still go like,
no, I know. And I really admire
okay.
it. And I'm putting some things together to work it out. It's an interesting thing, isn't it, comedy? That so many things about the job, as you get more successful, you're playing it on an easier and easier mode. Like,
yes.
It's very hard to play to 4 people, so much harder to play to 4 people than 200.
Yeah.
And when you're starting out, you're playing to 4 people all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then it's hard to play to people who don't already have an idea of who you are.
It's like playing Super Mario, but starting with Bowser already falling in the lava.
Yeah.
And then you leave the castle very safely.
Yes.
And then go back all the way. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucked up is what it is.
It's just not fair.
It's not fair and it's not right.
That needs to be brought down and broken.
But you've been here in Edinburgh at Monkey Barrel Comedy doing your shows.
Doing my shows.
More shows to happen this evening.
Chaucer tonight, yeah.
Tonight. How is this? Do you like Edinburgh? Do you like this old Scottish bitch we call Edinburgh?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, lovely.
But I'm not here often out of the... I've spent more than a year of my life in Edinburgh, I've realised.
Through
fringes. But I'm not here often outside of the fringe, and it's quite nice to see it outside of the fringe.
Isn't it?
It's a lot more relaxed.
It's really nice to walk around a city that isn't covered in posters of all of your colleagues' faces.
Absolutely. Did you do the Skeleton Fringe in 2021?
I did, but some people I know did like a full run. I just did like a couple nights of a work in progress show, and then I got COVID immediately afterwards.
Oh.
I was supposed to do a show here and I had to cancel it. No, it was my first time. And I lost my sense of taste for 3 weeks.
Wow.
And do you know why that was so rough? I had just ordered 4 kilograms of pick a mix off TikTok. It came in a very big bucket.
No, so it's just the texture you were going with.
Yeah, but it was like mostly gummy stuff, and I was just like, do you know what? The texture is actually a lot of it. So that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've actually almost certainly, now I'm thinking of saying it, told this story on another Monkey Barrel podcast yesterday.
Oh.
So maybe I won't. Because
Would that be the Monkey Barrel chat show?
Yes, I think so. I don't know what it's called. I just turn up. They tell me where to go. I sit down. I talk. No, but like when with my ex partner, we ordered We ordered ramen. It was really hard to find a ramen place in our local area. Then one turned up, so we ordered this ramen, and then we were eating it. It was completely tasteless, the broth. And so this is the review I wrote for it was, we had to go around the flat tasting things just to make sure that we didn't have COVID.
I did the same. I get anytime that I think I might have started, I go and sniff a big thing of coffee. Yeah. Just be like, does that still? Yeah, okay, no, I can still tell that's coffee. Yeah,
but the skeleton fringe, was wonderful because there was no flyers, no posters. You didn't have that constant kind of being assaulted by other people's success and all the rest of it.
And everyone's show sold out.
Yes, and without flyer, people just turned up. People
just
came
came
happy
in
to be out.
They just loved being outside. And do you know what? They just loved a laugh.
They loved a laugh.
And I don't know what's happening to the world. I love a laugh, and I wish more people loved a laugh.
I love a laugh. If more people loved a laugh, maybe the world
would be in prison.
I think that, unfortunately, yes, I do. I would like more people to love a laugh.
Yes.
I don't think just laughing would solve all the problems.
No. It's childhood obesity, of course.
Just to name one. Laughter has not helped that at all.
Do you know what, though? Do you remember in the old days of British TV, and we used to have a lot of shows that sort of demonised people who were overweight? There was one woman on one of those shows, I want to say she was on that You Are What You Eat one with Gillian McKeith with the poo in the Tupperware.
You sure?
Yes, of course. We all know it. She was part of like a choir. So she used her voice like a lot. She'd use it and she'd do like a performance like once a week for at least an hour. And they said that actually does burn like not an insignificant amount of calories.
Really?
So probably by being on stage...
You're burning just with your voice?
I think so. Sometimes my Fitbit tells me that I've gone into the fat burn zone when I'm on stage.
Huh.
And I get worried because I think I'm having a heart attack. But it's actually just normal.
It's just normal?
It's just normal.
But the microphone presumably makes you burn less...
Oh, yeah, because you don't have to... Well, yeah, I'm not screaming.
Fewer calories.
No, but if you have to talk... I think if I wasn't a comedian, I'd probably talk a lot less in my everyday life. Because when I talk to my husband, it's just very, just sweet little nothings.
Stop slapping my ass.
Yes, I do say that, actually.
I think that was probably a bit of chat we had before we started recording.
Oh, maybe. My husband likes to pat me on the bottom, and sometimes it's lovely, and then sometimes I'm not expecting it, and it does something to my nervous system, and I have to tell him to stop. Yeah.
I just had the picture of him tapping you on the bottom, you punching her in the face.
No, that's never happened.
Freeze? You're more free. I'm all freeze and flight. I am no fight.
I had a chiropractor tell me once that I'm permanently in the flight state. In fight or flight. I'm permanently... No. What did I say? Fight. I'm permanently flighting.
Right.
I can't stop flighting.
Right.
The way they described it to me was that when I'm walking down the street, I'm always expecting a lion to jump out of a bush.
Yes, I relate to that.
So I'm always very on edge.
But a chiropractor told you that?
Yeah. She was like South African and she told me something about not to eat too much lettuce. She was lovely, but I don't see her anymore.
Okay.
But yeah.
I feel like, a chiropractor isn't the one who's going to... Was that because your shoulders were tense or something?
No, they run like a little scanner down your spine. And then based on like the temperature differences between either side of your spine, apparently that's supposed to tell you stuff about your nervous system. I don't believe any of it, but I do believe that I'm permanently in a flight state.
I'm regularly in one.
Yes.
And much of my work with my therapist over the last few years has been learning how to regulate it.
The way that you just said that sentence was very ASMR. Did you know?
Yeah, I did. I decided to go low.
Very softly spoken, but also with a little bit of authority. I could have a nap.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should I carry on until...
Please don't.
Okay.
I'm feeling drowsy.
Okay.
I had to take some anti-nausea medicine this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. I get vertigo from time to time.
Oh.
So every now and again.
Because that flight state you're in is always sending you running up the stairs.
Oh, I'm always in a brace position. I am. Listen... Let's get on to your drink, shall we? We've been just sat here, just shooting the shit. Let's have a bloody drink, shall we? Now, you've chosen a whiskey. Pronunciation of the name. Let's have a go. Now, I think I said Lagavulin?
I think it's Lagavulin. But I think we found someone with an American accent saying it, didn't we? That was what we... Lagavulin. Yeah, it sounds like a...
it's from a distillery established in 1816. Good for them. Age 16 years. Age 16 years. Barely legal. Oh. sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, everyone. No.
It's, I was thinking, I hope Sam does, and you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Because it's a whiskey, it's fine.
Mm-hmm. It's fine, yeah.
Age of consent is lower for whiskey.
Well, we're not going to fuck it.
Oh. Well, I'll just pop it open, shall I?
That would sting, I think. Of all the drinks, that would sting.
I'm just going to say, look at the neck of the bottle. It is quite narrow.
Yeah, we're going to pour it into a glass, though.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, no. Oh, that's not the noise I was expecting. Oh, that was lovely.
That was the noise. Yeah,
that was lovely.
That was nice,
oh, and it's, can I just say, I know it's not the correct term, got a lovely waft on it.
Has it? Lovely waft.
A lovely waft,
Lovely waft.
just like a waft of the air.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
yes. Say when, by all means. I'm going.
Oh, when? Sorry,
when,
I didn't realise you'd started pouring. I didn't realise you started pouring.
Well, let's get into this then.
Lovely.
Autoglass repair. Autoglass replace.
There was did you ever read Viz?
That's not a thing anymore, is it?
No, Viz still goes.
Does it?
Yeah. I just remember a letter from years ago, which was somebody's written in who said they couldn't hear autoglass repair, autoglass replace without singing "Jism in your hair, jism on your face." It's really pleasing.
With jism in your hair?
Jism in your hair, jism on your face.
If you can comb it out, it's pleasing.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
the rhyme more than the...
no.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing some of my research in the field to the pod. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Now, you have a little sip of that. A big whiskey fan, are you? You like a whiskey, you like a dram?
I quite like whiskey. And I thought it would be nice today to have a whiskey.
Well, yes,
Whiskey's
of course.
one of the things, I'm a bit like with coffee, where I'm sort of a snob, but I don't know the details. So I know when I don't like it.
I get what you mean 100%.
But I've not done the work to really sort of understand why.
That's absolutely fair. You know you've got a palate that likes certain things, but you can't describe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely get that.
And beer too, IPAs, very similar.
Oh, yes?
Got very distinct tastes in IPAs, but I don't know what the hops are that mean that I like those ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been to the Scottish whiskey tasting experience here when some friends were visiting, and they did tell me everything about like the 5 places in Scotland where like you get, no, not in Scotland, in the world, where you like get all the different types of whiskey, and this area is more known for like sort of berry-based whiskies. This one's smokier, more of a burn and stuff. It all just kind of tastes the same to me.
Okay.
This one tastes very smoky. Oh, it's got a burn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I would agree with you.
Do you like a burny whiskey?
A bit. Yeah. I like this. Seems perfectly nice. Did you paint these mugs?
Well, no, I feel like I've said this story so many times on the podcast. They are wedding gifts from, well, you'll know them. Chloe Petts, Olga Koch, and Hugh Davies were at my wedding, which I had in COVID, so we couldn't have that many people there. And they, as a surprise, went to... I've forgotten the name of it. I want to say it's called something like Dobbies or Dotties. There's like a pottery painting place you can go to here in Edinburgh.
Right.
And they each painted a mug. That's a reference. I think Hugh painted that one. I always get these wrong. I'm sure Hugh painted that one because when we did a show together, we had a joke about autoglass repair. And one of the men who runs this company came to the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Wild. Absolutely wild.
It's exciting.
Yeah. He did not sponsor us.
Oh.
I actually
Was he
think
excited?
No.
Oh.
If anything, sort of angry that he was there.
And he was like, "Oh no, I wanted a break from work." And
Yeah.
dickheads.
Now we're making a... But the thing is, the jingle is such a cunty banger. How can it not come up in at least several Fringe shows? So that was that one. This one is Chloe's one. It's a stick of butter on a horse.
Right.
And then a rock. The rock, I believe, is for my husband because he's a geologist. And the stick of butter on a horse referenced 2 jokes that Chloe is yet to finish writing.
Oh.
Yes. If you look on the bottom of that one, I believe it's the flag of Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another mug in the kitchen, which Olga did, which is a GB News themed mug. Yeah. Free Speech Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good.
It's nice when crockery has a story, isn't it?
He's nice when Crockett. Yeah, it's nice. He's nice.
Is the whiskey going down all right?
Yes, lovely.
Good, lovely. Shall we talk about your little passionate subject?
Yes.
And I say little, actually, very
Vast.
incorrect.
Vast.
Vast.
A vast.
A vast.
Me hearties.
a vast, multiple vasts.
Yeah.
You want to talk about large bodies of water.
Yes.
Now, how big are we talking?
Oh, a small body of water is still good for me. But yes, the ocean is probably the best.
Because
I'd say like bigger than a bath, but once it's in nature, that's fine. A pond, not too fussed by a pond.
How high you fill in the bath?
I feel the bath high.
Yeah,
as
same.
high as it will go.
Well, I feel like, because we're both quite tall, I have to fill the bath high.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm not covered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things float, and then I'm like, well, no, I feel
Or just
vulnerable.
like protrude.
Protrude.
Yeah.
Protrude is a good word for it. Yeah.
Yes, no, I like a full bath. Well, that's it. That's why I nearly said not bodies water, but
Just water,
because I love
just
a bath.
water in general.
And it's a similar thing. I find water generally very, very soothing.
I shower regularly, but a bath is a treat.
Oh, a bath is a wonderful thing.
A bath is a wonderful. Do you do a bath bomb?
Do I do a bath bomb? I love a bath bomb. I'm a big big time lush guy.
Yeah.
That's what they call me. Big time.
I thought you said louche. He's louche.
I'm a big time louche guy. I love a bath bomb. I've got favourite bath bombs. I go in and in Lush, they approach me to say, "Do you need any help?" And I'm like no. And then very quickly they realise, like, oh yeah, that person,
he knows,
does not need help.
No.
Yeah.
They still do the intergalactic bath bomb.
That's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Lovely
scent.
Lovely scent.
Yeah.
Like minty.
Yeah.
Lovely little bit of thrill on the body. In your arms.
A little bit of thrill on the body.
Yeah. And also, obviously, one of the prettiest of all. It makes us sort of looks like a whole supernova.
Oh, yeah, because some of them just turn the water sort of a murky brown.
There was a Shrek one which did that on purpose.
That's awful.
And I like the Ava bath.
What's that one?
Well, it smells. It's made with avocado apparently.
Yeah.
But it smells of lemongrass, and I know that because I asked, "What's this smell?" Because it's not avocado, and they said lemongrass actually. So, and then those are my two main go-tos. Big Blue's quite good, but it's lots of bits of seaweed in, which seem like designed to block out the blood
seaweed. Yeah, no.
And then various other bubble baths, and I do like a Halloween themed one. I like when they do the themed one. Oh, the best thing they ever did when Super Mario the movie came out.
I know exactly the ones you're talking about. Yes,
they did a crossover, and I was like, I hate this nostalgia culture we're living in, but wow,
yeah.
They did the question blocks.
Yes.
Massive bath bombs. But then when you drop them in, they had a surprise soap inside based on one of the power-ups.
It is fun. It makes bath time an event.
It does. It was great.
They also did shower gels where you could smell like Mario or Luigi.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm more of a soap than
a gel.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I used to get their shampoo bars, but I found they just disintegrate too quickly.
They did used to do blocks of shower gel, but like hard shower gel, which would be shaped to look like shower gels.
Yes.
They've stopped doing them. And the question, of course, was, well, isn't this just a soap?
It's just soap.
But I liked them.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, I liked them.
We got to get out of the culture of judging people for what they like, as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why, that tells me that you just judged me, but then you self-censored.
Yes. Yeah. I also hate whiskey.
Do you?
And I hate Louvres.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This whiskey-ish Louvre is right here. So do you not have to drink rosé then for this to work?
No, I always have what the guest has.
Do they ever have rosé?
One person has had rosé.
I've had rosé, you know.
You could have had a rosé, but
when I'm wearing my pink jacket, I will normally order a rosé because it matches.
Because it's colour coordinated.
Yeah, I normally do that.
We should have worn sort of like a piss yellow today. Well,
very unhealthy piss. That's
they're
someone who needs to drink a lot
dehydrated.
more water.
They need an electrolyte.
That would sting as it came out.
Would it?
Well, sort of gloop out, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go back to water. So would you say... So, okay, I would say a small body of water to me, pond.
Pond, yeah.
Pond is small.
A small body of water.
And
I've got nothing against ponds.
No, and you famously said that. Nothing against a pond. But how... we're talking large bodies of water. It's got to be a body of water. I'm assuming we're not talking about, like, like a big waterfall or a stream or a river.
Oh, I think they count. Are they not bodies of water?
Well,
I'm happy to leave them out because I like the other bodies of water.
well,
but
this is the thing. Like a body, for some reason, I think of a body of water. I feel of them as then contributing to a body of water somewhere else. You know what I mean?
I see. Yeah.
Like the mouth of the river will lead into a big reservoir or something. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah?
I'm happy with all.
You're happy with all forms of water.
Yeah.
So what is it about? Is it the vastness of the water?
So it's not the vastness because a lake will do the same job, but size does have something to do with it because obviously a pond is not that useful. A river, though, I find quite soothing. I think it's something. There's something obviously very like primeval or like basically human about feeling good being near water.
We're just enjoying the nature of
Enjoying
it.
the nature of it, but also
Yeah.
like it's useful for us to like to be near water to set up a city or village as they were then.
I've learnt this from playing Sid Meier's Civilization.
Have you?
Yeah, you get extra benefits if you set up near a
Do you
body of
remember
water.
the Civilization where they had like the advisors, they'd recorded little videos and like one of the entertainment advisor was like Elvis or something and he'd do little...
Was that one of the Civ games?
Yeah, one of the Civilization, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe 3 or 4 or something.
I do think you are right. I just can't think which one it is.
Yeah.
Civ 7's coming out soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've not played in years. I don't think I've ever won, but then I only played when I was a kind of kid, teenager.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you didn't understand.
Not really, it was just...
Why
oh,
is
this seems
Gandhi
fun.
nuking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can win. But anyway, sorry, body water.
Bodies of water.
I find them calming, soothing. There's something I think about that. The vastness is part of it, obviously, because like the ocean, something about that feeling of insignificance, which I find very calming.
Do you mean like you're a tiny little thing in a big massive thing?
Yeah. It's like, oh God, I'm so like, gosh, good. I'm not in charge.
Right.
That's, oh no, well, I do doesn't matter that much. Oh, good. Like, oh, great. Yeah. There's something about it's good to like shrink the ego a bit, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. In case you're getting a bit like big for your boots.
Sure, but the ego can also be like not just big for the boots, but also, oh no, I'm the worst person in the world. Is also ego.
Oh, I never thought of that before. That's very deep.
So it's nice to have something to discuss. Oh, I don't matter that much. That's nice.
That is nice in a way, yeah. I guess it depends.
I suppose I'm always surprised by how soothing I find it.
Yeah.
Given that there's something kind of terrible about like, oh no, I'm so small. I have no power. Look at this.
Well,
chaos.
see, this is one of the things I wrote down. Are you aware of the phobias associated with water?
Well, I mean,
there's aquaphobia,
right,
which is the fear of that band that did Barbie Girl.
Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's the fear of water. And then there's thalassophobia. Am I pronouncing it right?
I've no idea.
But that's the fear of like...
Because in my head, sorry, I was just singing Dr. Jones. Thalassophobia, sorry.
Thalassophobia,
Yeah.
if I'm not pronouncing it right, keep it to yourself, is the fear of stuff like underneath the surface.
Oh, that I can relate to.
And there's a game called Subnautica,
Right.
which is sort of like based on people's fear of that, because you're in a little submarine in a big ocean, and there's all kinds of stuff, but for the most part it's just water as far as you can look, but then every now and again like a big monstrous fish might like swim up to you and like startle you.
I relate to that thalassophobia.
Yeah.
But I suppose that's one thing. I really like to be on the edge of a body of water, to look at a body of water, to have my feet in a body of water. I like to swim in a body of water. And if it's clear water, that's great. And if it's not, then there is a little, like, there is a
If it's a
thrill
bit
of
murky,
like,
what could be under there?
something big under there going to come and get me.
It's like Deal or No Deal.
It's exactly like Deal
It's
or No Deal.
exactly like Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
You just need a lot of lakes.
And it's Noel Edmonds' fault, just like Deal or
So
No
many
Deal.
things. So many
He's
things.
wearing odd shoes and he's controlling the megafauna of the underground world. Megafauna, I was right. Carry on.
Which one's fauna? Is that
The animals.
animals and flora?
Yes, plants.
Planty
obviously, if you like,
things.
florists.
Yeah.
Yeah, mega florists. The giant florists who deal with the mega flora. Yeah.
Sorry to go on a
Faunists
tangent
would
again.
be fun. Who just sell you bunches of creatures.
I don't know if I take that up as a profession. Yes, I'm a legally registered faunist. I've just moved to the neighbourhood.
Arranging the little stoats and little bats and maybe a dog or two if you're willing to pay the price.
Just arranging
a nice
the
little
dogs.
bunch. Yeah. Well, you put the dog in the middle and then you put the smaller stoats around the outside.
We were saying before about a bunch of flowers. Why not a bunch of puppy heads if you like dogs?
Yeah.
Be a bit more startling.
Would be a bit more startling.
Unless it was toy puppies.
No, but that was the point. It wasn't necessarily.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not. No, I guess you would cut the heads off because you cut the bottoms off. I'm not really
Bottomless
suggesting
dogs.
we do. Yeah, maybe not. But I would like to see a taxidermist arrange their taxidermied animals like flowers, like a bouquet. That would be a fun route to go.
I'd like to see a taxidermist sort of like arrange the animals in human situations. You know, like the dogs playing poker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do that.
Yeah, they do that a bit. You can find that.
I'd like to see one of like a you know when Gemma Collins fell through the hole.
We
the
live in different
stage.
drum belts. I don't.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would like to see that reenacted by dogs.
Okay, yeah. That sounds
Actually,
fun.
living or dead dogs.
A dog falling through a hole.
Yeah. But also the dog has sort of like a fake tan and like big hair extensions.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
It goes back to people just loving a laugh.
They love a laugh.
People love a laugh.
They love a laugh.
Yeah. And it's what Fido would have wanted.
My friend, sorry, I started giggling because my friend had a French bulldog that she absolutely loved, and when the French bulldog died, she got the French bulldog. I think not actually taxidermied, but sort of is it freeze dried or something like that. But anyway,
Not freeze dried.
but then when she got this,
Like ice cream for the
well,
astronauts.
effectively, took all the water out, so it's just a little cube of dog for
Just to
like
put in your whiskey.
yeah, just so you can remember it in space. Anyway, she got the dog taxidermied, whatever. Let's call it taxidermied because I have lost faith in the freeze dried thing, and it looked so wrong. Like it didn't look like the dog looked, but she still put it on Instagram. And everyone was going, oh, it's so sweet. And I couldn't stop laughing at this because it was all just slightly out of proportion. It was a French bulldog anyway, so it had these big bulgy eyes and the silly mouth.
And all of the jowls
More
and
than
stuff.
it didn't look real. And then I did speak to her about it. She was like, oh yeah, I know.
Oh.
Because I thought she just, it was
That
funny.
she wasn't aware.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny when I thought she wasn't aware how silly it looked. But that was also a relief to know that she was.
It's good. She's in on
She
it.
was like, yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
still.
Good on you for saying taxidermied as well and not stuffed.
Yeah.
Because that I feel like is wrong, disrespectful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's not accurate, is it? Because don't they take the skin off and then just put it around something else?
Do they? Is that what it is?
I think so. Thing is, whenever I say a fact and then I immediately doubt the fact that I've just said, unless it's in a very small like sphere.
I think you need to
Where
go
I'm genuinely
stand at the
knowledgeable.
edge of a lake
Body water and calm down.
and calm down and just
Yeah,
have
yeah.
confidence in your facts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will.
Please.
I went to a body water today.
Which one?
Cramond Beach and Cramond Island. I went on to Cramond Island, which you can
lovely.
cross. You can just walk over, but you might get stuck because the tide comes in.
How can you? Oh, I see. Okay. We've got something similar in Cornwall, St Michael's Mount.
Well, and Lindisfarne is similar, which is near where I grew up.
I don't know, Linda.
Musfarne. Holy Island in
Is
the
it-
northeast.
Right. Oh, okay. Lovely.
Yeah. But I think that's long. That's further away. You like drive out there.
So this is an interesting question. Do you like it when there's like a little something in the middle of the body of water?
Why not? I'm not against it.
Because like I'm thinking like how sometimes, you know, in the no, what would you call them? I guess swamps. Would you call a swamp a big body of water? I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay. I mean,
You know how like in Florida you can get on like the hoverboat thing and you can go like looking for like gators and stuff, but you're in sort of like there's water all around you, also fauna and flora, all of it. But sometimes you'll be like there'll be lots of water around you, and then you'll see like just like a little shack or something. So it's just completely surrounded by water.
right. Yeah.
and maybe there's like a little dock on the side to park a little boat in. Maybe it's like a little fishing hut or something. Do you like it when you spot like a little point of interest?
Sure, but I'm not. Well, I'm not like. I guess when I'm thinking body of water, I'm not normally on a boat.
No, but I guess like if you can see the vastness of the thing, but then see like a tiny little thing in it.
Well, that's good because it lets me see just how vast the thing is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So it gives you some perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm generally on the edge of the body of water, or
Yes.
in the body of water, but not far enough to sort of have lost the shore.
So would you not enjoy traversing the body of water?
No, that's fine.
That's fine. But typically, for the
But I
effects
don't
you're
think
describing,
when I'm on a boat looking out at the water, I don't feel quite the same. Like I really like to see the waves. I like to be actually shore adjacent.
right? Okay. So you can take it all in. You're
Yes.
not like you're on like a P&O cruise or something, and then
Yes.
like whilst you're in the middle of the sea,
Yeah,
you're
I
just
feel
looking
that's
over
it.
the yacht.
Yeah,
I guess that's different.
It feels different to me.
Feels
I
different
don't know
because
why
you've
it
got
feels different.
well, you've got a breakfast buffet behind you.
Yeah.
So, and lakes rarely have those.
It's true. It's true.
Wouldn't mind if they did have one though.
A breakfast buffet with every lake. That can be your slogan when you run for office.
I would have to pay for a lot of pancakes.
Well, look, you don't need to keep up the promise once you're actually elected.
Stop it.
That's the little trick. Don't tell anyone about it. I think if people found out about it, that would really ruin people's trust in politics. But as long as only a few of us do it, I think we'll be fine.
Don't make me rip down my Sir Keir Starmer poster.
What's he doing on the poster? Like what image of him is it?
He's just a guy being a dude.
Okay. God, I wish you know what? If he could come across as just a guy being a dude, I bet he'd be delighted.
It would really do him
He would
well,
be like,
wouldn't it?
I wish I could do that.
I've had something dragging into my leg this whole time. It's the cork from the whiskey
no.
bottle. I'm just going to pop that back in there.
Was that underneath your leg?
It was just underneath my leg. Look at that. No, you are right. Yes, if he could appear just slightly less robotic. I don't know what he could do though.
Well, this is I think that
we have that image of him, so no matter what he does, it's like when Thingy Milliband ate a bacon sandwich.
But the thing is,
I couldn't remember which one it was. Ed Miliband,
Ed.
yeah.
Yes, I actually didn't. This is going off topic.
Do you know what? We're partial to that here. It's absolutely fine.
I'm also sure I didn't. I generally read the news rather than like watch or listen to it. So it was only
okay.
on election night that I actually heard most of the front bench speak, and I was genuinely alarmed by how poor they are at speaking.
Yeah.
Like each and every one of them, like how uncharismatic, how poor at like saying anything, how hedgy they are with everything they say, so they don't say the wrong thing.
Yes.
I was taken aback.
Yes, but then if people vote for people because they think they are like charismatic and good speakers, that's how you end up with like Bojo and...
But the thing
There's a balance.
I don't know why charisma, because also there's this charisma obviously these demagogues have, or wannabe demagogues,
Yeah.
you know, the Farages and the Trumps and the rest of it, which I just don't relate to and don't understand. But I can clearly see that, well, people must find this
Yes.
awfulness charismatic. Where is the charisma for why can't the left and the centre
Yeah.
and the centre left, where's the charisma gone?
I'll tell you what they're not doing.
Right.
They're not standing at the edge of a lake.
Can't. Well, this is good. You bring it back all the time.
I'm circling it back. They're not stood at the end of the lake. Some might say they should get in the sea. Oh, we're getting satirical.
Very good. Very good.
Like a bit of satire. Now, so you've never had like a fear of water? Has water always been this calming thing to you?
I mean, yeah, not really. I do relate to like swimming out into dark water and then feeling a little
Yeah.
kind of ooh. But no, generally it's always been a positive thing.
Do you? Because I remember when I was younger watching Jaws for the first
Yes.
time. And then obviously the thing when you see Jaws is like you don't want to go into the sea. You don't want to go into the water because you're scared of what
Yeah,
might
and
be
when
underneath.
you see Jaws 2, you think, oh no, I don't want to get back in
Yeah.
because you know, like just when you thought it was safe. Oh no,
Just when you thought it was safe.
yeah,
And then it's not.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think I've really. No, the water is largely positive and something that's sort of actually. There was a time I was very, 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 very severely distressed, A lot had gone wrong in my life, and
Yeah.
I was in a state of complete panic. And then I was with my friend in Devon, and we went to this river, and there was this big plunge pool in the middle of this river, just this big still area.
Oh, yes.
And I was in like flight or fight or flight, really. I didn't realise how scared I was. And then I got in, and the cold of it, like, actually, genuinely, for about an hour, I was like, oh, I feel fine. I feel okay. I'm regulated.
It's the cold water.
Yeah, exactly.
Cold
it's the
water swimming.
Old
Yeah.
Wim Hof, although is he problematic now? I don't know. Anyway,
Is he the guy? Is he the guy?
he's the like, let's get cold. Let's get cold.
There's Jennifer Lopez, who likes to get louds.
Yes.
And there's Wim Hof, who likes to get colds.
Yeah.
Is he the guy? He's always topless in the snow, and then you see him slowly lower into an ice cold
Oh, I don't know.
lake or something. I could be thinking of somebody else, but I've seen a lot of videos of this guy because the celebrities go to him.
Yes, that is Wim Hof.
That's
That is
Wim
Wim Hof. I think.
Yeah.
But it really, that was another time water served me well.
Because of the cold.
The shock of it, and
Yeah.
it really did. Like,
Do you think you would get the same
reset
thing
me.
if you just filled your bath with ice?
possibly,
I don't think I would.
but I also don't think I'd go. Can't imagine myself doing it. It was certainly better in it. I got to swim around as well.
Movement.
It was really like my spine. It just felt like somebody had just turned a switch and like,
Loosened.
loosened. And then I got out and was feeling like, it's okay.
Then how do you feel when you come back out of the water? Does that feeling persist?
It persisted because I could only be in the water for a few minutes. And it stayed. It reset me for a good few hours.
That's lovely.
It was wonderful.
I've had a similar experience with a plunge pool when I was in Iceland, and they've got the lagoons and things.
Yeah.
So we had a little swim around the lagoon, the Sky Lagoon, and then
Which guy?
this guy's lagoon. Took a dip in this guy's lagoon, actually.
And I said, "Do you want to slip into this ice cold lake?"
Now, why would it be cold?
I don't know. You were the one who brought it up.
Why have I got a chili post
Sorry.
box?
You can have it.
So you swim around, but they sort of do a sort of like spiritual thing, which I think with water is quite easy to do, to sort of make it like a spiritual experience.
Yes, yeah.
So you go in,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a little swim around, then you go into, I don't know what you call it, like a little pathway thing where you go through different things. So this bit's like you have like a sea salt scrub,
Oh, yes,
then you
yes,
go
yes,
into
yes.
a bit with sort of like an aromatherapy kind of
I love all
quality
this
to
stuff.
it. Then
I
you
need to go
sit-
to Iceland. This
It
sounds
was
amazing.
lovely, the Sky Lagoon, and very reasonable.
Which guy?
It's Soggiest.
gotta tell me.
It's what he's doing in the poster.
Fine, good.
Guy being a dude in a plunge pool. And then there's like a sauna and a steam room. And then the last thing you're supposed to do before you get back into the nice sort of thermal spa bit, you have a little plunge pool. And it feels like all of the blood in your body stops. And then when you get back in the regular pool, it feels like your blood's moving again for the first time ever. And you feel great.
Yeah, I love all that. Well,
That's delightful.
a sauna and then a cold plunge pool, great.
Oh, it is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and then back in the sauna.
Then back in the sauna and a little dip in the plunge.
But no,
Yeah.
the spirituality, you're right.
Very
That
spiritual.
connection with nature,
Yeah.
lovely. So yes, I would always choose a river or a lake over a bath with ice in it.
And good on you. And brave of you for taking that position.
Thank you.
Thank you for being
It's hard to
honest.
find people who will say what they believe these days.
Can't say anything these days, can we? She flashes at 40 so that we know we're getting to the end of the
I see,
episode.
right, okay.
Normally she doesn't do it with her cleavage.
Right.
We joke about her doing that, but that was a proper like, yeah,
Well, let's not go overboard. like it wasn't a full.
they're still in.
They're still in. Everything remained in throughout.
Everything made in from that.
Yeah.
To wrap this up, gotta know, have you
But
got...
we've just got started.
I know, but we can only make so much content. People can only handle
Yeah.
so much of two men having a whiskey telling it like it is.
That's what we do, isn't it? We tell it like it is.
We just tell it like it is. Do you have a favourite large body of water like in the world that you've been to or you want to go to that you've got a lot of respect for?
Large body of water, my favourite in the world.
I do think I have one whilst
you?
you're thinking.
Okay.
And I think it's because I've seen it with my own eyes and I couldn't believe how vast it was. Lake Ontario.
Really?
Because when we went, part of our honeymoon was in Canada, and we were driving by what I now know was Lake Ontario, and we didn't realize that's what it was. So we were just looking at it, and it just goes on forever. You can't see anything at the other end of it. It's massive. So it was proper, just sort of like took us aback, being like, it's a real say something lake.
What we should call you?
A say something lake. Yeah.
So that river in Devon was very special to me.
Yeah, that's nice. Sentimental in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I sort of, part of the thing I think is wonderful about the ocean is that it's all the same ocean. And like when you look at it wherever your eyes, you've just
that
looked
is
at a different part of it from
profound.
somewhere else at another time, and it's all connected. When you lie in it, it's like I'm just lying in all these oceans I've lied in around the place in other times. That I find really that's part of the magic.
Hey, it's all water.
It's all water, baby.
It's all
All
water.
the way down.
However you're getting wet. No. Stop it. Stop it. Well, lovely. Can I just say, lovely chat about bodies of water there.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed having a chat about bodies of water with you.
Oh, good. There's one last thing we do with the guests before we let them
Is
go.
it punch them? I don't want it to be punch them.
Okay, we'll do something different
Okay,
for
great.
you.
Phew.
You fucking snowflake. Couldn't even take a punch. No, the last thing that we do, we call it quickfire feelings.
Oh,
All right?
okay.
Talked a lot about how you feel about water. I've got 5 random things here.
Okay, and I'd say how I feel.
Say how you feel. It doesn't have to be one word answers, just sort of off the dome. How do you feel about these things?
Off the dome.
Off the dome.
Is that a recognised phrase? Do people use that?
Off the dome?
Like off the top of your head?
Yeah.
I've not heard it before. I like it.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Is it? Do other people say it? Oh,
I-
do you? Okay.
I feel like I say it a fair few times on here.
Oh.
I guess I'm really into words right now.
I'm really into, what is it? Words.
After I said Thingy Miliband because I couldn't remember the name Ed.
The easier name to remember, and I guess Miliband is more memorable. It's just
Miliband is what I remember.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like Millipede,
Yeah.
Miliband. Also, Josie Long has a really good bit in one of her shows where she pretends to be Ed Miliband as like a thug, and she goes like,
yeah, I remember
Miller bang, Miller smash, Miller burn. Really good, really good. Right, 5 things.
Okay.
Tell us how you feel.
Okay.
How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Oh, actually, genuinely ambivalent. I'll eat it if it's the only chocolate there, but I won't go for it out of choice.
Okay, we're in
But
the
I like
middle.
it in a thing. Good for cooking.
Good for cooking. Would you ever put it in a bolognese? Some people do that.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be against that. Why not?
Interesting. Okay, no, great. How do you feel about lollygagging?
Lollygagging. Oh, that lollygagging. Again, I don't have strong feelings. Like you lollygag at something. That's like
Like you're like
rubbernecking,
lollygagging
isn't it?
about.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it like rubbernecking or is it something different? Is it just like hanging around? Like I was
Yeah,
thinking,
just sort of like-
your mouth is open lollygagging.
It's like sort of
isn't it?
like
It's
social loitering. Or
Yeah.
like,
I don't think I don't feel confident enough in the definition of lollygagging to offer a strong opinion, and it certainly doesn't raise a high feeling.
well, good for you for acknowledging that you need to educate yourself on this topic before speaking further. That's actually very progressive.
Thank you.
Good for you. How do you feel about dongles?
Oh, it's always a bit annoying if a dongle has to be involved. It feels to me like that means the thing hasn't been built properly.
Very true. Completely agree. How do you feel about miniature heroes?
Oh, fine. Good. I like
Yeah?
them. I like them. Miniature Heroes are the Cadbury's ones, aren't they? Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about just sort of like very small firemen.
Well, it saves money, doesn't it? It saves money. And
saves
we know,
money.
like, the state
You
has,
can
it's
get
difficult
a
to provide all
smaller
things
pole.
Exactly, tiny little pole. You just need one of those the bamboo skewers.
Yes.
And you've got it sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Now, they do have to be very strong, otherwise the hoses get out of hand.
Oh, yeah.
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 But I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Lovely. Good, lovely. Now, this is the last one. We saved the most controversial for last. How do you feel about beakers, scientific or Tracy?
I actually feel very comforted by a scientific beaker. There's even thinking about it gives me a nice little calm nostalgia I didn't realise I wanted for school. And Tracy Beaker, I always enjoyed the book of Tracy Beaker. I never watched the TV show. That was beyond my time.
See, I've only seen the TV show, never read the book.
I read a bunch of those books when I was and I liked them.
Okay, so you're all for Beakers all round. Oh, let's have a Beaker.
In fact, I think Tracy Beaker makes me think of my nanny, because my nanny was I'm going to say now, over the years I've sort of hidden it as childminder, and I've just gone back to nanny now.
Right.
Like.
Oh, I assumed you meant grandma.
No.
You mean like you had a nanny?
A nanny, yeah.
Gotcha.
Hazel, that was her name. Hazel. Which is how you say it normally. But she was from Newcastle. She is from Newcastle. I'm seeing her on Tuesday. That'd be nice.
Hazel.
Hazel. Oh, I'm crackers me. I'm crackers. I'm balmy me.
I just love looking after children, like.
No, you're doing a different character.
I'm doing Cheryl Cole.
I'm doing Hazel.
I'm doing Cheryl Cole as a childminder.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not... I just want to clarify. This is actually quite important to me.
Okay. In my head, that's how she sounds.
Yeah. Because I think, as a kid reading it, because Hazel had been brought up in effectively like an evil children home run by nuns. I always thought, that's like Hazel.
Oh, okay. But the dumping ground wasn't religious.
No, but it was just the children's home thing, and this was the person I had to relate to who had been abandoned as a 6-year-old. Stop laughing.
Sorry, it's just I know that this is how we're ending the pod.
No, it's fine. No, because the thing is, Hazel always told us funny stories about it. So I always thought it was a funny, and it was only later I went, oh God, that's awful.
Well, no, because
which is why, reading the Tracy Beaker thing, it felt like, oh, this is fun like
that's
that.
the whole point of it, there is joy to be had in the rough times.
Absolutely. And that is a good thing to end on. There will be singing in the dark times. And actually, Brecht, it won't be about the dark times. It will be about silly and fun things.
Silly and fun things. There we go. God bless you, Hazel.
God bless you, Hazel.
It's to you. Well, listen, we've absolutely loved having you here.
Thank you. Who's we? But they haven't said it. You can't speak on their behalf. They might have been sitting there going, I hate this.
Guys, have you enjoyed having John Luke Roberts here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you believe that?
I do, actually. Should I not?
No, I think you should.
Okay, good.
I think you should. Is there anything that you'd like to plug to our listeners and viewers?
This goes out today, the 14th of January.
Today, the 14th of January. We are recording live.
I would like to plug my podcast, Sound Heap, which is a podcast made up of infinite podcasts. Lots of different people come on and we improvise nonsense podcasts, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of work. So please do listen. Sound Heap on the Maximum Fun Podcast Network.
Lovely. Is that available on all podcast platforms?
Wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get it. Yeah.
Delightful. Lovely. Have a listen to that. You can follow us at I've Had a Rosé for all of the clips and content and bonus episodes and what have you. And we'll see you again for another episode very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.